Alone, the two friends could now discuss the emergency at hand. At that moment, a sharp sound from the courtyard below caught their attention. "What is that noise?" asked Dr. Manette. "Don't look out." Mr. Lorry was unable to prevent Dr. Manette from opening the curtains. In the middle of the courtyard was a large grindstone on a wheel, which was used for sharpening knives and axes. Two men with long wild hair and cruel faces were turning it madly. All around, people covered in sweat and blood sharpened their weapons of war. So now the ladies, along with the little Lucy, they just went to the room, and now the two old friends were all alone and they discussed the emergency situation. Suddenly, they heard a sharp sound from the courtyard below. Dr. Manette asked, "What is that noise?" Mr. Lorry said, "Don't look down." But Mr. Lorry was unable to prevent Dr. Manette from opening the curtains and looking down. What he saw? He saw that in the middle of the courtyard there was a grindstone, and some men were sharpening their knives and axes on it. These men were having cruel faces. These are the men who were sharpening their weapons so that they can kill the aristocratic people. What are they doing? What are they going to do? Mr. Lorry hesitated but knew he could not hide the truth from his old friend. They are the ones murdering the prisoners. When they know the way, then they know the way to La Force. Mr. Lorry quickly realized Dr. Manette's intent and tried to discourage him. But Dr. Manette, these men, I was a Bastille prisoner for 18 years, my friend, knowing that none of these patriots would touch me except to carry me in trumpet. I'll be safe. So Mr. Dr. Manette asked, "What the people are going to do with these weapons?" Mr. Lorry hesitated a little, but he told the truth to Dr. Manette. "They are going to murder the prisoners, aristocratic prisoners, with these weapons." Dr. Manette now became worried for Charles Tournay, and he stand up to get out and to have words with these prisoners. Mr. Lorry tried to stop Dr. Manette, but Dr. Manette, he said that I was a Bastille prisoner for 18 years, and when I am going to tell this thing to these patriots, they are not going to touch me, they are not going to harm me. On the other hand, they are going to welcome me, and they are going to be with me, and they are not going to harm me in any other manner. So don't you worry about it. Are you certain? The doctor was calm in his determination. We have no choice. I must get to Charles. Mr. Lorry watched from the window as the doctor left the room and went into the courtyard to face the crowd. He was braving his way to the midst when 1,000 cheers were heard. "Help the Bastille prisoner! Help the Bastille prisoner's family at La Force! Save the prisoner Evrémonde!" So after saying all these things, Dr. Manette, he went to that courtyard. He said to Mr. Lorry that I don't have any kind of choice. Instead of having words with these people who were sharpening their weapons, because I have to take out Charles from that prison. Mr. Lorry, he was watching from the window. Dr. Manette, he left the room and went to the courtyard, and After discussing, after exchanging some words, Mr. Lorry, he heard the noises, he heard the shouts, the people who were sharpening the weapons, the patriots, they were shouting, help the Bastille prisoner, help the Bastille prisoner's family and La Force, and save the prisoner Evrémonde. Because now they were familiar with the true identity of Dr. Manette and they are ready to help him.